Gentlemen, great to see you. So today's video is, in my opinion, one of the most important videos that I have ever done, that I ever will do, and it's a video that I wish I had when I was your age. Because I'm assuming that a lot of you are younger than me, some of you are my age, and some of you are a bit older, but it's a topic that we all need to discuss. It's something that we all need to address and face. And that is, it's money. It's more specifically your money and how you're going to be able to grow it and turn it into $1 million. I want you to retire rich. I don't want you to have to be worried or burdened like my parents are and most of my family and a lot of my friends. Because they didn't plan, they didn't save, they didn't do the things they needed to do now in order to position themselves and be in a position later in life where they're totally like, yo, I'm cool, I'm kicking it, I got tons of cash. What I would like to do today is give you 5 simple things that you can do right now, starting today, that will result in you becoming a millionaire and being able to retire rich. Most of you by now know my story. I grew up a poor kid from Philadelphia. Nobody talked about savings or retirement or money for that matter. It was all about just making ends meet now. Later, life, I'll worry about that later. If I would have started investing and saving and just a little bit, like in my 20s, I would be so killing it right now. But instead, I'm having to play catch up. And some of you haven't started yet. Some of you are older than me and haven't started yet. It's all over the board. And so today I would like to give you some advice that I've learned over the years, over the recent years, that I wish I knew when I was 20. All right, so time is of the essence. You got to start like yesterday. So now let's go over the 5 things that you can do to become a millionaire. Number 1 is change your mindset. It's all about changing your mindset and your perspective. You don't need everything that you want. All right, what I would recommend is developing a budget, seeing what your expenses are, how much you earn, and then you've got something left over, hopefully. If you don't have anything left over, that means you got to find another job or get a second job. What are you going to do with this amount of money that you have left over? Number 2 is pay off those high interest credit cards. I got this 22% interest credit card when I was in college. It had like a $300 limit, but they saw me coming a mile away and they're like, hey, you want some credit? I'm like, sure, this is awesome. And I started spending, buying beer. It took me like 8 years and like $50,000 to pay off that $300 because of the super high interest rate, when that money could work so much harder for you. Instead of making the credit card companies rich, it's time to make you rich. Once you pay off those balances on those credit cards, now it's time to move on to tip number 3, which is save for a rainy day. You need money in case of an emergency. If you lose your job, if your car breaks down, if your mom needs $500 to get her teeth fixed, you need to have some money that you can access. Decide that you are going to start making yourself rich as hell. How are you going to do that? You're going to move on to tip number 4, which is educate your ass. There is nobody that is responsible for your financial future and success other than you. Educate yourself. Educate yourself about investing, about saving, about retirement. Do you know what a 401k is? Do you know what an IRA, a SEP IRA, bonds, stocks, REITs, index funds, mutual bonds, like mutual bonds? Is that even a thing? See, I don't even know. Now I'm making up stuff. You've got to educate yourself. And I know it's scary. It's overwhelming because you have no idea where to start. And that's where Stansberry Research comes in, today's video sponsor. Guys, here's the deal. Stansberry Research is a game changer in terms of your financial future. Here's the deal. They are a subscription-based publisher of financial information and software. Here's what Stansberry Research does. They are a team of super smart financial wizards. They're gurus. Instead of offering just one strategy, they have a team of experts that are all sort of contributing and giving you different philosophies, different investment strategies. Stansberry Research has a retirement millionaire newsletter. Now, normal price to sign up for this newsletter is like $200. But for you guys, for the first, they've actually got a limited number. 700 people can sign up for 1 year for $49. $49 for an entire year subscription. It's a once a month newsletter. But when you sign up, you also get access to all the previous newsletter. tons, hundreds of articles so you can start educating yourself about retirement, about stocks, about bonds, about all the stuff that you wish and that you should know about. They help you. They help you plan for your retirement and ultimately build your wealth. They're also doing something incredibly cool and special for us. They've created a generational retirement plan. The number one thing that you need to do to retire rich. And they actually go through, if you're in your 20s, you need to do this. If you're in your 30s, you need to do this. 40s, 50s, like they lay it out for you. Link below, 700 people only. $49 for a year subscription, plus a 30-day, 100% satisfaction guarantee. Guys, link below, 700. That's all we got. So if you're interested in learning and educating yourself about retiring rich, hit that link and sign up today. And tip number 5, execute the plan. All the knowledge, all the information in the world is useless if you don't execute it. And you've got to start now. I beg you, start young. If I had it to do over again, I would have started saving and investing in my future, my retirement, in my teens. But unfortunately, nobody taught me about that, and I was too worried and focused about buying stuff I wanted as opposed to stuff I needed. And now at 40, I'm 41, I'm playing catch up. I'm trying to save enough that I can retire someday, because I see what's happening with my parents and a lot of my friends. They aren't saving. They're not going to be ready to retire. They're going to have to literally work for their entire life. I personally want to be in a position when I'm in my 50s that I can be like, whatever, if I want to sit on my ass in Aruba, I can, because I got enough money. There is nothing sweeter than the financial freedom, savings, and having retirement will bring you. Guys, I beg you, start today, start now, make it a habit, and execute your plan.